Hello everyone, this is Umaira and my partner for today is Nargis. So our topic for today's presentation and clinical nutrition subject is keto in obesity. So we're going to talk about all of the keto diet, which is followed by people these days as a fad diet, and we'll talk about some pros and cons and whether carbs are good or bad. So let's start by knowing what keto diet is. As you can see from the picture displayed here, that all of the portions included here are basically high in fats, so which basically would give you an idea that it is high in fats. So it is basically a type of fat diet, which is a diet high in fats, as I already said, and is totally very low in carbohydrates and the sugars, which eventually causes the body to break down the fats into molecules called ketones. So these ketones basically are circulated in the blood and become main source of energy as they do not get carbohydrates, which is the primary source for the body to release energy. So since energy is taken from fats, that is the reason how rapid weight loss occurs. And the main idea of keto diet is to get more calories from protein and fats and not just from carbohydrates, which would be very less and restricted to about only to 20 grams per day. So during this process, the body undergoes a process called ketosis. In this, the body undergoes a metabolic state where the stores of the fat are directly broken down and ketones are produced as a result for the fuel of the body. So this results in quick burning down and which eventually causes the weight loss in the body.
So, is ketogenic diet good or bad? So, this hypothesis is very controversial. It is believed that it is good. Some people believe that it is bad. So, what exactly it is? So, the diet definitely is effective, and when people who are obese tend to follow it, they will see results very quickly. But if it's followed long term, there is no guarantee that a person might not have side effects. The person might suffer from problems caused due to low intake of fiber, constipation, or maybe any other diseases. Um, Also, there are certain grains which are known to prevent diseases, so the person will be lacking that benefit of grains. And a complete food group is omitted in keto diet, so that is bad. So here is an example of a keto plate. It is mostly filled with proteins and fats, and there are no carbohydrates at all. So we're going to talk about certain pros and cons of the keto diet. Here are some of the negatives of the keto diet. So, carbohydrates are an important part of a diet since they are the most interesting part somehow. So, if a person is not eating carbs at all, he might tend to lose interest in food and there will be lack of, appetite. So, also studies suggest that excess consumption of fat may be bad for health. It may have a strain on your heart or maybe the body, and excess protein if not metabolized it can cause kidney diseases. There's a risk for kidney diseases, so hence keto diet can be bad for health. So it also cuts an entire group of food groups which can cause problems. So there are positive effects of the keto diet as well. People with obesity can easily see results if they follow keto diet, so that is a positive one. It has certain therapeutic uses dating back to 100 years old. It was used for the treatment of epilepsy and schizophrenia. Also, a benefit of keto diet is when you eliminate refined carbs from your diet, you can save yourself from many chronic diseases and also obesity. Also, it is known to help balance triglyceride levels in the blood. It lowers the bad cholesterol and increases the good one. Of course, you will feel confident and fit since you will have a good physique if you follow the keto diet. So basically, the question there in your mind after this presentation is, should you go keto or not? So thankfully, I have prepared a short explanation after assessing all the research way out basically. So after reading a lot of research papers and books, I feel that carbs in whole are not the enemy. We should not completely cut off carbs from our diet, but we can cut off refined carbohydrates from our diet, which actually are the root cause of obesity and diseases. So we can cut those refined carbs, but include whole grains and complex carbohydrates in our diet, which are actually very, very good for health. They have phytochemicals, minerals, nutrients, and they also have high fiber, which will keep our gut healthy. So, some of these carbohydrates are oats, barley, pearl millet, that is bajra, jawar, unrefined rice, quinoa, and amaranth. These are some of the carbs that we should actually include in our diet. We should not completely eliminate carbs. If someone is following a keto diet due to some reason, they should not follow it long term. They should um, stop it after a while and start including carbs in your diet. Here's just a motivational picture that you should not go towards the fat diets. Instead, you should go for some diet that suits your body, works with your body, and is making you feel good, confident, and comfortable. These are the good carbohydrates which we should actually include in our diet. We should not neglect them completely. Instead, we should eliminate these bad carbs from our diet, the candies, the bakery items, and refined flours, and everything like that. We should completely eliminate these, and we should go for complex carbohydrates, which are actually good for health, that is, fruits and grains. So, that will be the end of my presentation. We have mentioned the references which we have used to find our research from. With that, we come to an end. I hope you had a nice time. Thank you.